Once again, we find ourselves into the breach, brave friends. Welcome to Big Deno Plays Primal the Awakening. Past the halfway point in this campaign now. This is my third full playthrough of the campaign in Primal the Awakening. I still have a couple of the challenges to go through and maybe play the little small campaign, but we're definitely gonna shelve this one for a little while, so we can play some new games very soon. Very much looking forward to Elder Scrolls. Should be here in the next, let's ballpark it and say 4 to 5 weeks. So excited for that, but lots of games to play in the meantime. And I've also got my playthrough video, which we're going to do. Is this guy all just colours? This guy's just colours. Interesting. Cool. Nagarjas, here he is. Look at this little beautiful guy. Great paint job by me. What does he do? Threatened players cannot play any red in their sequence. We've also got this card, Quick Refresh. That means that instead of doing a refresh at the start of each round, we do a refresh at the end of every player turn, or at the start of every player turn. Start or end? Quick refresh, end of each player turn. I was right. Threatened players cannot play red, so we don't want to be threatened. When a behaviour card would cause the round marker to advance, players may collectively discard one aggro from their hands in order to prevent it from advancing. Well, look, my friend, I don't expect you're going to last too long, but, you know, what are you going to do? Do I have to set up anything special for this? Don't think so. No, we do not. Yes, I did have a little question, I did have someone ask if I could show off some of the upgrades that we've gotten. So we're going to do that. I've got the cards little thing here. So we've gone for Voltage, which is an electricity weapon. And when we overrun, we get +6 damage added to this card. We're going to do some big swings. And then the armor sets that we've gone for, the other sets are Thunderhelm. When we discard a red, we deal damage. Iron Leaf armor. When we suffer damage, we look for a red and put on top of our deck. And this one. I probably didn't need to switch away from my cool red helm, which allows me to draw cards, but we did anyway. Heleren, she's rocking this big reptile. And we've got a few other cards, but yeah, I'll try and remember to show those cards as I play them in that section. This game, I just get really excited about playing, and then I just forget to do things with the camera. Draw cards plant, heal plant, damage plant, hide in the bush plant. If you're threatened, it's bad plant. Water sequence reduction plant. And just for funsies, we are going to use the Nightmare variant for this guy. So some of these monsters have Nightmare versions, which are harder. So we are going to try for a harder version of this guy whom I've never played before, which seems like a wise choice. But we had a loss against that Venom guy, so we're going to have to try and claw our way back if we want to become superstars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. World dominating superstars. Chain. Okay. Really like to get that that threatened one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw 3. Inflicting blind. Okay, so we have the option here to play Luminera. And I do have one of these spare, so we could do it here, and then all players search their deck for a card of their choice and add it to their hand. So I'm thinking I might go for the Stealth card. When you discard this card, where is it? Stealth card. If you're on top of the deck. No, there we are, Shadow Strike. So yeah, I think we'll try it because Why not? We want to overrun the monster. I've got to change my mindset, but yeah, when you overrun, place a counter on Voltage. So we can look for a card here. Reload 3. Ooh, I do like strafing. We're going to inflict blind. Let's play long range into our hand. That means we can get a stealth. That could be nice too. All right, so we're going to start here. So we're not triggering anything to begin with. If we become threatened, we're fine. But if we're threatened, we can't play reds into our sequence. So yeah, we're going to discard this natural agility to move. We'll go here. Shadow Strike, which is a blue, which removes a struggle and gives all of our cards stealth, so we're not going to trigger anything over here. We will play Double Strike, discarding this Finesse, and this counts as 2 reds for Battle Dance. So we're going to deal 5 damage, but then we're also going to deal 6, which is going to take us to 11. 12 per player, wow. This is going to be tough. Triggering nothing. And then we'll play this, which is going to do another 10 damage, so we're at 21. And we get to draw 1 for each in our sequence. 1, 2, 3. We can't play any more cards, so we are going to suffer some damage. Oh, it's nice to get rid of the 3 early, actually. We didn't discard any reds from our hand. So we go to, what's he do? Is he doing 3 damage? Oh my god. That's bad. So 1, 2, 3, we've used our Luminera. But there's no struggle remaining. Nagarjas turns to face us. Because we suffered damage, we can search our discard pile for a red and place it on top of our deck. We'll place that on top of our deck. And then we'll draw 1, 2. So we now do a quick refresh, so this goes away. And we bring a red into hand. We will not move at the moment. No, we will. We're going to move using this quick reload. We're going to move into the rear, into the healing plant. We'll do a blinding fire. No, we don't want to do that yet. We want to play long range. I was thinking it's stun. No. We'll play Hall of Bullets, discarding exertion. That allows us to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we'll play long range. 1, 2. Which is another green. I'm going to discard this Swift Deflection. Draw that. That reminds me, we have a stamina. And then we'll play Blinding Fire, which is a red. And we will ignite. 1, 2. So when we ignite, we're going to add that back to hand. We're going to blind this card. So it's ignored for the moment, but that's going to deal 6 damage, which is 27, means we are down our first wound, and we've done 3. Should just note here that we did have to advance the round marker by 1 because of Nagarjas' card. So we've done our first wound, that's great. This doesn't trigger this because of long range. This cannot possibly be a wound. So we have avoided attrition damage, but we don't do anything with that. We are going to gain a stamina. And we already have 5 cards in hand, so we don't draw any cards. We did spend 2 or more bullets. So we quick refresh. Actually, we're not going to quick refresh now because we blinded him. So we're going to go on to the next round. That wasn't aggro, so he turns to face. Round 3. Heleren has the aggro. We don't want to do any potions just yet. Do we want to move? We heal for 2, but we're not in there. We'll suffer a damage at the start of our turn, and then we'll heal because we get to choose the order. That allowed us to draw 1. And then we're going to move using this swift deflection. So we're moving into the rear. We're going to grab this. All right, so let's play some greens. Yeah, all right, we're going to start with the red. We'll spend a bullet. That is, spend a bullet to increase the damage this attack deals by 6. Plus 6 is 12, so that's 15. When we ignite, we put this card back into hand. Very nice. We need to get some bullets back. We are going to trigger this, our first card that we've triggered. Turn 2, very nice. An evasion card, I don't think that does anything. The active player and each player in the rear sector must suffer damage unless they can reveal a yellow from hand. Targeted players must discard a yellow from hand instead of revealing it. Well, good news, we're going to discard this, which allows us to draw a card. Reload 2. You're a genius, Deno. When a behaviour card is revealed, you may discard this to immediately overrun the monster. We're actually going to do that, to overrun the monster. And I'm going to say that that's good enough to avoid the thing. So we've overrun, and that also places a counter on Voltage. Come on, Dad, get your face in the camera. All right. Blue, spending our stamina, removing that, reload 2, 1, 2. So what we're going to do now is spend 1 more bullet, and we will, each player must recycle 2. Okay. Recycle 2. Want to keep that, want to keep that, want to keep that. So yeah, we'll discard these 2. 1, 2. Excellent. All right. I definitely forgot the extra 2 damage from the poison plant. We'll do a rapid ignition. 6 plus an extra 2 is 8, so that's 25, which is another wound, and he's down to 1. So that's 8 wounds. Haven't triggered anything. We spend a bullet to place a red on top of our deck, and we will place Covering Fire on top of our deck. We can then search using our action. We'll grab that red. Thank you very much. I needed to do this first. So we're going to pretend that I did this first, discarding prompt jump. And then we can draw 2. 1, 2. And then we do that. Then we'll play this green, which is strategic support, to discard Covering Fire to reload 2. We've flipped Hail of Bullets. And we're going to draw 1, 2 into hand. we do not suffer damage, but we do have to trigger the green that is in here. Doesn't have any effect because it has no struggle. Again, a stamina token to play with. Wow. Quick refresh, that goes away. This comes in. We're over here. We'll discard this run through to immediately, sorry, we'll play this run through. Yeah. So we're not going to move. We're going to play run through, discarding our stamina. That allows us to immediately overrun the monster. Also, we heal 2 health because we started in a healing plant. That allows us to flip this piercing dash. And then we put a token on Voltage, so we have now got +6 damage on Voltage. This we can chain off a red. So let's play the red, which is going to deal 5 plus 12 damage, which is 17. So we're at 18. But we are going to trigger this red. We are not threatened because we overran, so we can play a red into our sequence. He gains 1 struggle. Players in the front and rear sectors suffer damage unless you advance the round marker by 1. So that would only be... No. It won't actually be her, it'll be Karah. So we can discard a card from over here. We'll discard Strafing to prevent that round marker increase. So we suffer no damage, we gain a struggle. All right, now we can chain this green to draw 1, and that's going to be all we can do because we are in the flank sector with water. That's a 1, we suffer no damage. And that's the end of the turn. So quick refresh, this goes away. Come on, Dano. That says when a behaviour card, so you can't stop it there. Interesting. These disappear. We draw 1, 2, 3. We did play an aggro, so he turns to face us. And that is going to do for us. We suffered no damage. We've got 5 cards in hand and we are the aggro. So it's the round 3. No, it's round 4. Well, this is going quicker than I was hoping. So do we discard Hatrox here? We also have 2 stamina again. Hatrox. Hatrox. Will be some big swings, but no. We are going to suffer 2 damage though, because we get to draw a card, so no Hatrox. And then we're going to use our stamina to move over here to the Pain plant along with Heleren. So we don't have our stealth card. Our mastery is procced, so let's play Echoing Blades. It's a red. So that's just going to deal 5 damage. So we go to 23. And we're going to proc this red. It's actually more damage. Gains 2 struggle. Advance the round marker unless the active player has a thing on the discard. We do. And it is actually one more wound because of the angry plant. So we are at here, which means we're flipping to stance 2. Hiya. When revealed, advance the round marker by 1, gains struggle, so we're going to suffer damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can place a red on top of our deck because that happened. So we'll just place that on top of our deck. Good. And 4 damage here. 17. So we'll then play double strike and we're going to discard reactive defense. So that counts as a red. So we draw 1. We're going to draw 2. 1, 2, and we discard 1 from hand. I think we're going to discard a green. And let's just play the heck out of this turn. So this counts as 2 for Battle Dance. So the red is going to deal 5, 6, 7. And then the Battle Dance is going to deal 6, which is 13. So that's going to be a total of 14. And we need to do 32 to do a wound here. Wow, we are going to struggle to get the numbers here. Can we got one that's increase our? We don't. All right. Well, let's just go full damage then, hey? So we're going to play Scythe, which is a red, which allows us to remove a struggle, and we're going to discard this returning blade, but we can then pull that back into hand because we played 3 reds, which is nice. That's going to count as 4 for Battle Dance. So that's going to be 10, so 24, plus our weapon, which is 7, so that's 31. And then we're going to go the returning blade, which counts as 5, which is another 7, so that's 38, which means we've done another wound. And we're on 6. Still haven't triggered anything there. We're not threatened. And we'll just play a Slice as our last card, which is going to deal 7, 14, which is 20. And remove that struggle. So let's play these 2 blues. This one. We must immediately move or become threatened. We're going to discard crossover. We can overrun the monster, and that allows us to draw or deal our weapon damage. We'll deal our weapon damage, which is 5. And this one, each player must recycle 2. So we can only recycle 1 here. So we'll do that. We will discard Quick Shot, which allows us to deal our base weapon damage, which is 6, so that's 31. And we draw that. It's going to suffer 2 damage, 1, 2. And this one into this one. Glorious! So, do we have strafing? I think we do. No. That was great. Do we get a 0? We don't get a 0. So Karah suffers... Oh, we're going to deal another 2 damage. 1, 2. Just did another wound. because of discarding a red for stamina. And then when we suffer damage, we can place a red on top of our deck. We'll put double strike back on top. So we'll draw 1, 2, 3. It's red bonanza again. Yep, okay. I reckon we won't move because what happens when you threaten? Threatened players cannot play a red into their sequence. I don't think we can strafe. So no, we will move and we'll discard our stamina token to do that. Go to here. We're going to play Hall of Bullets, which is draw X, and we're going to discard. No, we're going to do it this way. Suppressing Fire, and then Hall Bullets. We did have to do a quick refresh, which helps us. Because now what happens is he gains that. But we then play the blue, which discards that. And then we play green, which allows us to draw 1, 2, 3. And we trigger this green. Has nothing because he doesn't have any stamina. We've really done a good job of controlling the thing. We're just going to play a barrage of bullets and we're going to discard Swift Deflection to do that, which allows us to draw 1. We're going to spend all 3 bullets. That's going to deal 4, 8, 12 plus 6 is 18. So we're at 19, which is going to trigger this red. We can reveal a yellow from our hand. Can you? You can. So we suffer no damage. Very good. Is this a 1? It is. We suffer no damage. When you avoid attrition damage, we deal damage for each red in our discard pile, which is none. We have a stamina to play with again. We quick refresh the blue. And that is the end of the round. We're on to round 6. It's going to be tricky, but let's see. So I think we're going to use our Hatrox this turn. Yep. So 1, 2. So we've used our Hatrox. So weapon damage is +6. We're starting with her. So we're going to first of all suffer damage and then suffer our weapon level. That's going to allow us to draw 2. 1, 2. And then we will use our stamina to move up to here. Do we have... Alright, let's play a tactical reload, which is a green, discarding quick shot from our hand. And that is going to allow us to reload 3. And we deal our base weapon damage, which is 6, to go to 25. And this next wound will do it. We'll play this blue. There is 2 struggle over here because we've gone on to the next turn. And we will discard we'll discard quick reload, which is going to remove a struggle. It's going to allow us to draw 1, 2. I really need a red here, don't I? That's fine. We're going to trigger that blue. Each player that has an aggro on top of their deck, that's Karah, suffers damage +1. 5 damage. She's down to 7. That happened out of nowhere. Alright, now we'll look for a red. No, I need that card. We'll look for a red. Blind. We can blind that. We've actually got another one, don't we? Doofus. When a behaviour card enters play, if the behaviour reactions are red, blue and yellow in any order, the aggro player suffers damage. That's sick. I don't think that's happened, but let's spend a blinding fire, which is a red. 1/2 to inflict blind. So we're going to stop that from happening. That is going to deal 6. We're going to bring this green back into hand because we did that. That's 31. No, it's actually 33 because of the death plant. So that is going to trigger the final stage. Advance the round counter. Gains 2 struggle. Triggering both of these. Gains 1 struggle. Players in the front and rear sectors suffer damage unless you advance the round counter. There's no one, so that's fine. And this one, Nagarjas gains 2 struggle, advance the round marker. I have no way to cancel that, I don't think. So we will discard an aggro card from our hand, which will be strategic support. So that stops the round marker from advancing. But Nagarjas is going to unleash. And we're going to be back at 3. This is going to go here. We have a blue. We're not going to quick refresh. Oh no, we are going to quick refresh. That's okay. So we've blinded that. I didn't do 4 damage from the unleash. We're on 8. Haven't used our potions yet. Are we on 3? That can't be right. We Hatrox this turn, didn't we? That is problematic. Covering fire, 7 damage, which goes to 9 thanks to the plant. And then we will do a blue recharge, discarding this assist. And that triggers that, which is each player that has a aggro, we can prevent. Check for a red. No. Check for a red. No. That's fine. This goes here, and then quick refresh comes into play, and this goes here. We suffer no damage. We are down to 6 health. There's our reds. Oh, and we deal 10 damage because we spent 2 bullets and we reloaded 2. Old mate turns to face. Here. Alright, we have a stamina token to spend, so we will. We're going to discard this to search our deck for a red. Is that a red? No. So we will not do that. You may immediately overrun the monster. Okay. So we'll move to here, to the healing plant. And then we are going to spend this green card for a swing, discarding this yellow. Then we can chain this red, which allows us to immediately overrun the monster. When we overrun the monster, we do +6 damage from Voltage. So it's going to be 11 damage, so we're at 30. Our sequence limit is increased. When we overrun, we deal our base weapon damage or draw 1. We'll draw 1. Oh, so we're down to 1. I just remembered we actually get +6 damage this turn from that. What does this do? Yeah, we're not. We're not in the front and rear. So she can suffer the damage. And 1 struggle. This could be a very, very, very bad turn, but I don't think we're going to trigger any more cards. This is a chain off a red. Increase our sequence limit this turn, so our sequence limit is now back up to 5. That red is going to deal 5 plus 6 is 11, so that's 47. So we're down to 7. 1 wound. What is this thing? Oh, discard the top card of the behaviour deck. If it has evasion, the red is considered to be blank. Okay, well that's all right. We're going to play that. Oh, discarding this. Which allows us to draw 1. Don't have evasion. No evasion, thank goodness. This card counts as 2 reds. Oh yeah, so we just did 6 damage, which takes us to 13. And then we did another red, and that is 11 damage, so that's 24. Plus we go another 10, that's 34 from that attack. We can play this yellow into our sequence. We will not do that. Be a 1. No. I think we've got a way to cancel that attrition damage. Now we'll assist here. No, not going to help us. Damn. We're dealing another 10 damage. Because of emptying our deck. It's down to 2 wounds, but we are tapped out. Which is bad. Very bad. Very, very bad. A very, very bad day. So we're knocked out. That Aylmore was awesome, but may have been our undoing. So we are going to quick refresh the green off. She's going to put this blue here. It's going to give us 1 struggle. It's round 8. We're going to heal with our Aylmore. Which means we're going to heal 4, and then we're going to suffer 4. No, we're in big trouble here, Deno. Big trouble. our best option we draw one because we're starting below damage. Oh. There's no reds. There is a green though. Yep, so we'll play this green. We've got one of these to move. So we'll move to here. We're going to play Gunfire, which is a red. That's going to deal 6 plus 6 is 12. So that's 16. We're then going to ignite, because we spent a bullet, to draw that back into hand. And then we're going to play a barrage of bullets, which is a red. And we're going to discard this yellow, which is in a deal, we're going to do 1, 2. So that's going to be 4, 6, 14, which is 30. Then we're going to draw this back into hand. And then we are out of cards in our sequence, but we're going to spend 2 stamina to stand up Karah. And as long as this is a 1, which I'm pretty sure it is, we may just do this. Quick refresh. This 2 goes away. This goes here. The aggro player suffers damage because these are blue, red, and yellow. Oh no, we had to play a red, which means we had to discard that. No thingy, and discard that. Evasion. How many reds do we play? Yep. So that one was considered to be blank. So it's going to be, yep. The good news is we don't die and we're not losing. The bad news is we're spending, we're doing 8 less damage because we couldn't spend bullets because of his stupid evasion thing. I thought that was it there. I thought we were over, but we are still in. So we draw 1, 2, 3, 4. It's her turn. She stands up now with a wound in there because we assisted her. Which is crazy. So that went to white. We just draw up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's round 9. Quick refresh. Green. Round 9. So we can draw that card into hand. There's no reds. We will move using quick shot. That's going to deal 6 damage. We can also suffer 2 damage too. We might actually draw 2. 1, 2. We'll spend a bullet and that red, which is going to do 8 damage, so we're at 36. Doesn't trigger anything to search our discard pile for a red and place it on top of our deck. We'll go for a barrage of bullets. We'll draw that into our hand. We'll look for another red. It is another red. So we need to reload here, but any one of those is going to trigger a card. Oh, let's see if that is a thing. It is. So we can't do what we just did. Barrage of bullets is still in here. And that bullet is still there. That evasion thing really sucks. Suppressing fire. It's a blue. Removes a struggle. Triggers this blue. Each player must recycle 2. We're going to discard this, which allows us to draw a card. And then we're going to discard this. And we draw a card. I am right on the very edge here. We need to do 44 damage. I think we can do it now because of... Yeah, we moved from there to there. Yep. The next card that we play is 1 less cost. So we'll play this blue. Removes a blue. Reload 2. We're going to play Blinding Fire, which is a red. We're going to spend 2 bullets. So that's going to deal 8 damage. So it's 44. And we're going to blind that card that prevents it from doing that thing to us. But it is going to trigger this. We do have a aggro card on top of our discard pile. So he does not gain a struggle. We've spent 2 bullets this turn, so we are going to deal 10 damage. And we will just play nothing. We're just going to end with 5 cards in hand. Why is my camera playing silly buggers? It's been exciting. Okay, we have this green, which allows us to discard to prevent any damage. So we're going to discard the green to prevent any damage. So we suffer no damage. This red thing is blinded. We now deal 10 damage. Because we used all of our bullets, 14. We quick refresh these 2. Karah's just got to do 26 damage. She survived with 1 health there, by the way, which is awesome. She can move. We got an assist over here, don't I? Surely. No assist. Karah. We will spend a wound. So we've got 12, so we're going to go down to 10 to draw a card. And we will discard this dancing... No, we'll discard this swing to go here in front so we get the extra damage on this thing. We'll play Returning Blade, which is a red. That's going to deal 5 plus 2 is 7, so that's 21. Come on, Dano. We've blinded this, so we're not going to do anything with that. We'll discard, we'll play Dancing, discarding our Slice, which is going to remove a struggle and allow us to draw 1, 2, there we go, and trigger this blue. Each player that has a aggro on top of their deck suffers damage, so it is just her. But when you suffer damage, that's 5 damage by the way. Oh my god, you can put a red from your discard pile, we don't have one. That does deal 6 damage though, 27, because we have chained things together, and I think that is enough. We'll play this red and we'll discard Twin Blades. When you discard this card from your hand, deal your weapon damage, 5, 32, plus it's a red, which is in a deal another 7. We're on 39 of 40. We're triggering this. If this kills us, I'm going to be absolutely ropeable. we can reveal a yellow from our hand. We can discard a yellow from our hand. So we will. And then we'll play that blue, which does it with battle damage. Whoa, battle dance. Whoa, that was sick. That was literally probably the last turn we were going to... Well, that could have even been even trickier. That's a cool fight. I would really like to do that fight again. But I'm not going to, but I would really like to. That's always a good sign when you finish a fight and you're like, that was sick, I just want to do it again, yes. Love this game. Wow, what a cool game. It would be hard for me to pick, I've played every character now, it would be hard for me to pick a favourite character, which is another really good sign. Like this gun chick is awesome. I didn't think I was going to like her, and she's so sick. Battle dancing is unreal. I love the shield block guy, he was sick. Darion, he was unreal too. And then I played the big hammer guy from the other campaign I played. It was awesome. I love it. All right, let's bring it over to this bad boy. And we have defeated the River Dragon. And we'll read chapter 7. Sure, we'll train at the Waltiar training camp. Why not? We've got a card pool upgrade. And that's it. It's going to be the Tomb of Ice. How cool is that? Oh, you can't see that, Dano. The Tomb of Ice. Cool. So yeah, we've got a card pool upgrade to spend. It's more than likely going to be those ones, but that's something that we will play with in the next episode. And I will catch you all then, friends. Big Dano